Welcome everyone, we have another news update. As you can see over here, as I was posting the previous video, the English forum actually posted several new posts. So there's a new weapon banner, there's a new banner confirmed, and also a new quest with Zhongli. What we're going to do is we're going to briefly go through all of them, and then we're going to look at all of the new weapons in details with the 5 stars and also the available 4 stars. We'll look at the different weapons and how and why we can use those. So coming to the first and most important post. The wish confirmation for all of the characters in the banner are Zhongli for the 5 stars, the 4 stars are Xingyan, Razor, and also finally Chongyang. We can see over here, the banner will start on the 1st of December on 6 PM China time, and this will be 9 PM Australia time for me, so make sure you check the time zones using the time code over here, and it will finish on the 22nd of December. On the next official post, we know that there will be a Zhongli side story. So what's going to happen is, we will be acquiring keys by doing the daily commissions, and after that, we have to be adventure level 40 or above and complete a few of the prerequisites. A stars approaches has to be completed before we can do this quest. And this is going to be interesting because not only we're expecting over 1000 adventure experience, we're also expecting at least 60 primal gems from the side quest. And also get a good understanding what was he thinking and what are the backstories behind his choices in the main story. And finally, the focus of this video will be on the limited weapon banner. As you can see over here, there are 2 new weapons, the Vortex Vanquisher, the Polearm, and also a 2-hand Claymore for the Unforged. Now because there are 3 Claymore characters in this banner, this is very strange. Everyone is melee, so we have 2 melee weapons. There are also 5 different weapons for each of the categories. So 1 weapon for each kind, the sword, claymore, catalyst, the bow, and also the polearm. We'll go through those in details. So coming over to the first and the most important weapon in the 5-star banner for Zhongli will be the Polearm Vortex Vanquisher. This weapon has a sub-stats for attack percentage, and also this weapon has a 46 base attack. The secondary stat value scales at 10.8%, and the special effect is called Golden Majesty. This is the same effect for the Unforged, which is the 5-star Claymore. With this particular special effect, as we attack enemies, we'll stack up to 20% increased attack. We also gain 20% increased shield strength. And on top of that, if we already have a shield protecting our characters, we'll also have the 20% attack increased by 100%, which turns that into 40% increased attack for Zhongli and also all the other shield characters that's using this one. But at the moment, there is only Zhongli and Shaolin that can use this particular weapon, so it's likely this weapon will be the default weapon for Zhongli, for 2 reasons. One is that he can scale with attack, second that he scales with shield, and finally, he does cast a shield multiple times with his E-spell and also his burst ultimate once he gets to high constellations. If you want more detail on Zhongli, his character build, skills, passives, constellations, artifact choices, and weapon choices, make sure you check out our previous guide on Zhongli. Now because there are 3 more Claymore users in the new banner, which is very strange. People are like, no way they have 3 Claymore users. Well, why do they have 3 more Claymore? But they did have 3 Claymore users. Then they introduced a new Claymore. What a surprise, guys. So same as before, 46 base attack, attack percentage, scaling at 10.8% for the secondary stats, and the same effect, Golden Majesty. It's that they didn't change anything at all, right? So exactly the same. They didn't bother change anything at all. The biggest difference is this will be an ideal weapon for Xingyan because she has shield. She'll be giving us a pile shield. She can also scale pretty nicely with attack. Unfortunately for Razor and also Chongyang, they don't have a shield themselves. But if you have Beidou or someone who also have a shield, you can still use the Claymore for getting the increased shield strength. Regardless, if you have someone that can cast a shield for your character, let's say if you're using the Luke on this weapon, if you have someone giving the Luke a shield, this can also work. So same as before, you have 20% increased attack without a shield and 40% increased attack with a shield. So this one's interesting. Let me know what you guys think. I still think the Wolf's Gravestone is quite strong just for the same stats and also the particular passive that gives the entire party increased 40% attack after executing a low HP unit. Now let's have a look at the 5 different 4-star weapons that's also in the rate up banner for the weapons. The first one is a Claymore for the bell. If you look at the secondary stats, it's HP percentage. When I saw this, I'm like, why guys? And again, taking damage generates a shield of the maximum HP. What that is this is quite defensive, and while protected by the shield, you have increased damage. But in reality guys, a Claymore user don't want to scale with a shield. And also they don't want to scale with HP. So this is not going to be a great Claymore. I could be wrong here, let me know if I'm wrong guys, but I do think there are better Claymore out there for higher critical chance, higher critical rate, and also a lot of good things over HP. Next up we have the Lion's Boar, a 4-star weapon with secondary stats as attack, and also we have the damage increase against Pyro and Electro characters. Well, this is not bad actually. If you have Kaching and you're also going for the electric build, this can be okay. And as well, if you're going for Burnett and he's using the, he's using as a Pyro DPS damage, which I wouldn't recommend, this could be okay as well. Ideally, there are some other great weapons which give us energy gain for Burnett and also critical chance for Kaching for the secondary stats. So I don't think the Alliance Roar is that powerful. But I could be wrong though, the 20% increase in Pyro and Electro damage is not bad. I think this one is still better than the Bell for sure. Next up, for the Polearm, we have Dragon's Bane. This one increased Elemental Mastery, and also increased damage against enemy affected by Hydro and also Pyro by 20%. Right away guys, this is not for Zhongli, he does not want this one. This is a not bad weapon for Xiaoling if she's going for a DPS support. Xiaoling can build for Elemental Mastery and increase damage against enemies that's debuffed by Goba, her E-spell. So as you debuff enemies, you can increase a bit of damage and it's okay. I wouldn't say this is the best again. This is like, okay, I'm just building a support Xiaoling, I want more Elemental Mastery, and this Polearm, I just have it, I'll use it. So there could be other good Polearms. This one is more of a support Polearm, but because it's only Xiaoling available, so this is the only weapon that can go to her if you're building a support. Now I know I haven't been saying a lot of good things about the 4-star weapons, but this one's different. The Fanaris Warbow is the one I use for my Venti as well. My Venti currently uses this one for the energy recharge, and also when I land a critical hit, I also gain more energies. I have been building over 50% energy recharge on Venti, and I've been casting my ultimate so much more often. So I think this is the ideal weapon for any of the bow support, and the only bow support I can think of is Venti and also Fizzle. Fizzle wants Elemental Mastery, so this one is a really good bow for Venti. And anybody else? Well, Ember can use this one, but are we really going to use Ember for support? I'm not sure about that. But this is a really good bow for Venti though. Now coming to the final 4-star weapon, the Fanaris Codex. This one has energy recharge. Right away guys, you know it's going to be a support or casting item. And also when you critical hit, you gain energy. So this is the same as the Warbow. Now the downside is, a lot of the Catalyst users want to build for critical rate, they also want the secondary stats for critical rate. So if we're just looking for energy recharge, this one's not bad on someone like Barbara, someone who wants to cast spells more often. But because we might not critical hit a lot, the Codex might seem a little secondary. So just for the energy recharge, we can go for Elemental Mastery, we can go for something else as a support. And for someone like Sakros, you probably just want the Elemental Mastery. So energy recharge is not bad for support, but supports don't build for critical rate, so this is a little awkward. But regardless, I think it's not bad compared to the other ones. The best one will have to be the Warbow, followed by the Catalyst, and then followed by probably the Lance, and then the One-Hand Sword, and finally the Bell will be the worst one. So yes guys, I'm super excited for the new informations, new update, new confirmations, and let me know what you guys think about the new weapons and how do you think we should be using them. Did I miss anything? Did I miss a particular build? Let me know in the comments below and I'll try to check everything and update everything for everyone.